Stop everything. Stop scrolling. Stop worrying about what people think. Stop letting your life get stolen by fear, opinions, and fake expectations. Right now, I need you to hear this. As long as you give a fisiki about what others say, your dreams are dying. Your potential is being wasted. Your energy is being drained. But listen closely. The second you stop giving a FCK about judgment, criticism, and fear, the second you start living for you, your life will explode. Doors that were locked will swing open. Opportunities will show up. Your energy will skyrocket. And from that moment, nothing will ever be the same. Listen carefully, because this is the truth nobody will tell you. Every day you wake up, dreams are inside you, but fear is louder. You worry about failing. You worry about rejection. You worry about looking foolish. And while you're frozen in fear, life passes by. Opportunities vanish, doors close, your potential stays trapped inside. Here's the reality. None of those fears, opinions, or judgments actually matter. The moment you stop giving FK, you break free. You stop hiding. You stop living small. You stop trying to please everyone else. You start living for yourself. You start taking risks, failing, learning, and rising stronger every time. This is the turning point. The moment your excuses die, your courage awakens, and your dreams start screaming at you. Now it's your time. And once that hits, there is no going back. Your life will never, ever be the same. Listen carefully, because this is where most people get stuck. Most people are living their entire lives in a cage, but it's not a cage made of bars or walls. No, it's an invisible cage built from other people's opinions. Family, friends, society, co-workers, they all have ideas about who you should be, what you should do, how you should act, and most of the time you let them control you. And the result, you're living someone else's story instead of your own. You're giving away your power, your dreams, and your life to people who don't even know your potential. Think about this for a second. How many times have you stayed silent when you had something to say because you didn't want to upset someone? How many times have you ignored your dreams because someone told you they were impossible? How many times have you hidden your talents or your personality just to make someone else feel comfortable? Every single time you do that, you give away a piece of your freedom. Every time you let someone else's judgment control your actions, you are letting them write the story of your life. And the truth is, no one should ever write your story except you. The problem with caring too much about what others think is that it steals your happiness, your peace, and your focus. It drains your energy and keeps you small. Most people don't even notice it because they've been doing it their entire lives. They are so busy trying to fit into molds, trying to please everyone else, trying to get validation from people who don't even have their best interests at heart, that they forget who they really are and what they were meant to do. Freedom from opinions doesn't mean you stop caring. It doesn't mean you stop listening or being respectful. It doesn't mean you become arrogant or reckless. It simply means you stop letting the wrong people control your life. You stop letting fear, judgment, and criticism dictate your choices. You take back control. You decide, you act, you live. Imagine waking up every day, unshaken by criticism, untouched by rejection, fearless in the face of failure. Imagine making decisions based on your dreams, your goals, your purpose, and not based on what other people consider acceptable or safe. That is freedom. That is power. That is what makes people unstoppable. Every successful person you've ever admired, every athlete, every entrepreneur, every legend, they all reached a point where they stopped giving a FSTK about opinions. They stopped listening to critics. They stopped letting fear control their actions. And the moment they did that, everything changed. They became bold. They became fearless. They became unstoppable. They started walking in alignment with their purpose. They started building their empires, their legacies, their lives. You might be thinking, but what about my family, my friends, society? Listen, respecting people is one thing, but letting their opinions control you is another. You can honor people without giving them control over your life. You can care about advice without letting it stop you from taking risks. You can be considerate without shrinking yourself. Once you internalize that, freedom hits differently. When you stop giving a FCK about opinions, a weight lifts off your shoulders. You start thinking clearly. you start acting decisively. You start moving boldly. You start chasing your dreams with everything you've got because no one else's judgment can hold you back anymore. Your energy is no longer wasted trying to please everyone else. Your focus is on what matters. You are fully alive. Here's the truth most people never realize. Opinions are worthless unless you give them power. Stop giving your energy, your time, your worry, and your attention to opinions, criticism, and judgment, and you become free. That freedom is the starting point of every massive transformation. Freedom from opinions is the key to unlocking your potential, your power, and your purpose. Without it, you remain small. Without it, your dreams stay buried. Without it, your fire dims. But the moment you embrace it, everything changes. You wake up with confidence. You act with clarity. You move with unstoppable energy. And the world has no choice but to notice you. You were not born to live your life for anyone else. You were not born to shrink yourself to fit into someone else's comfort zone. You were born to stand tall, to speak your truth, to take risks, to shine, to break chains, to live with courage. And that all starts the moment you stop giving a FCK about opinions, the moment you take back control of your life, the moment you realize that your life, your dreams, and your destiny belong to you and only you. Listen to me and listen carefully, because this is the truth that most people refuse to face. Most people are busy with work, busy with obligations, busy with distractions, busy trying to impress everyone around them. And yet, the problem is, they are not busy with the things that truly matter. They are not putting energy into their dreams. They are not investing in themselves. They are giving away their focus, their power, their potential every single day, and they don't even notice it. Your time, your energy, your focus, these are the most valuable things you have, and yet most people throw them away freely. They scroll endlessly on social media. They argue about things that won't matter in a week. They stress over gossip, judgment, and nonsense. Meanwhile, their goals sit waiting. Their dreams sit locked in their minds, untapped, untouched, while life passes by. That is the cost of distraction. That is the price of not focusing on what truly matters. Focus is power. Focus is freedom. Focus is the difference between ordinary people and those who achieve greatness. Every successful person, every athlete, every entrepreneur, every leader, they understand this. They know that working harder than everyone else is not enough. What matters is working on the right things. What matters is directing your energy to the actions, habits, and decisions that move you closer to your purpose. It's about knowing what deserves your attention and what doesn't. It's about learning to say no to everything that distracts you so that you can say yes to the things that transform your life. Now, imagine your life if you could remove every distraction, every negative voice, every unnecessary worry. Imagine waking up every morning with one clear question. What is the most important thing I can do today to move closer to my dreams? Imagine spending every moment of your day with that clarity, that focus, that intensity. How fast would you move? How unstoppable would you become? That is the power of focus. That is the energy that most people ignore, underestimate, and fail to harness. The world is designed to pull your attention away. It will try to distract you. Social media, drama, negativity, toxic people, fear, doubt, they all want a piece of your energy. And if you are not careful, they will take everything from you while you chase things that don't matter. But when you protect your focus, when you guard your energy, when you dedicate your time to what actually moves your life forward, everything changes. Your goals move faster. Your actions become more deliberate. Your confidence grows. Your momentum becomes unstoppable. Here's a truth most people never admit. Failure is rarely caused by lack of talent. Failure is rarely caused by lack of opportunity. Most failures happen because people do not focus. They scatter their energy. They try to do everything for everyone. They allow distractions to control their lives. And at the end of the day, they accomplish nothing. And then they wonder why their life is stuck, why their dreams are not coming true, why their potential feels wasted. When you learn to focus on what truly matters, everything changes. Your decisions become easier. Your priorities become clear. You stop giving energy to people, tasks, and thoughts that do not serve your vision. You stop reacting to every little distraction. Your mind becomes calm. Your clarity grows sharper. Your confidence rises. You start saying no to things that do not help you. You start saying yes to the things that move you forward. You are no longer a victim of chaos. You are no longer a prisoner of distractions, fear, or opinions. You become the master of your energy, your time, your life. Every person who has achieved greatness, every leader, every athlete, every entrepreneur, they all made focus their weapon. They ignored what didn't matter. They protected their energy. They refused to be distracted by fear, negativity, and opinions that didn't serve them. And that is why they achieved what most people only dream about. That is why they built empires, legacies, and lives that inspire millions. And this is what I want you to understand. Focus is not optional. Focus is not something you do when you feel like it. Focus is a skill. Focus is a discipline. Focus is a decision you make every single day. Every time you check your phone for no reason, every time you give energy to drama or negativity, every time you chase what doesn't matter, you lose power. But every time you choose focus, you take back control. You take back your energy. You take back your life. Every step becomes deliberate, intentional, and powerful. Every action brings you closer to your dreams. Every moment counts and nothing is wasted. Listen to me carefully, because this is where most people fail in life. Most people are comfortable. Most people live their whole life avoiding challenges, avoiding struggle, avoiding anything that feels hard. And that is exactly why they stay small. Comfort is safe, yes. Comfort feels good, yes. But comfort kills dreams. Comfort steals potential. Comfort will keep you from becoming the person you were meant to be. If you want to grow, if you want to succeed, if you want to live a life of purpose, you must embrace discomfort. You must welcome it. You must learn to thrive in it. Growth is never easy. Growth will test you. Growth will push you to your limits, shake you, and make you feel pain. And that pain is your training ground. That pain is your teacher. That struggle is what separates the ordinary from the extraordinary. Every successful person you've ever admired, every athlete, every entrepreneur, every leader, they all went through discomfort. They all went through struggle. They all faced rejection, failure, fear, and doubt. And every single one of them learned to embrace it instead of running from it. That is why they succeeded where most others failed. That is why they achieved what most people only dream of. I want you to understand something right now. Discomfort is not a punishment. Discomfort is a signal. It tells you that you are growing. It tells you that you are pushing past limits. It tells you that you are doing something most people refuse to do. Every time you feel uncomfortable, every time you feel scared, every time you feel challenged, that is the exact moment where growth is happening. And if you run from it, if you quit, if you avoid it, you remain small. You remain average. You remain stuck. Think about your life right now. How many opportunities have you missed because it was too hard? How many times have you said no because you were afraid? How many times have you avoided the uncomfortable only to watch someone else take what could have been yours? That is the cost of comfort. That is the price of avoiding struggle. And the truth is, if you want to level up, if you want to win, if you want to achieve, you have to be willing to feel the discomfort, to move through it, and to keep going even when it hurts. Every challenge, every obstacle, every difficult moment is an opportunity. It is an opportunity to build strength. It is an opportunity to build courage. It is an opportunity to become unstoppable. The world is full of people who quit when it gets hard. The world is full of people who give up when they feel pain. The world is full of people who complain when life doesn't go their way. And that is why they never win. That is why they never reach their potential. That is why they never create the life they dream about. But the people who succeed, they embrace discomfort. They step into it. They push through it. They fight through it, and they come out stronger on the other side. Here's what I want you to hear. Discomfort is temporary, but growth is permanent. The struggle you face today, the challenge you feel right now, the fear you are experiencing, these will pass. But the strength you gain from facing them will last a lifetime. Every time you push past your fear, every time you step into discomfort, every time you do what most people refuse to do, you are building a life that no one can take away from you. You are building resilience, confidence, and a mindset that cannot be shaken. Most people avoid discomfort because they want instant results, because they want easy wins, because they want life to be fair. But let me tell you something. Life is not fair. Life is not easy. Life does not hand success to people who wait for it. Life rewards those who are willing to push past pain, those who are willing to work harder than everyone else, those who are willing to embrace struggle and grow from it. That is how winners are made. That is how champions are created. That is how you achieve what most people will never even try to achieve. If you want to be successful, if you want to be unstoppable, if you want to live a life full of purpose, you must be willing to embrace discomfort. You must be willing to do the hard things. You must be willing to step out of your comfort zone every single day. You must be willing to face fear, doubt, rejection, and failure head on. And the more you do it, the stronger you become. The more you do it, the more unstoppable you become. The more you do it, the closer you get to your dreams. And I want you to remember this. Discomfort is a gift. Every challenge, every struggle, every hard moment is an opportunity to grow. Every failure is a lesson. Every rejection is a step closer to your breakthrough. Every no is a building block for your future success. The more you embrace discomfort, the more powerful you become. The more you embrace discomfort, the closer you get to living a life that most people only dream about. The more you embrace discomfort, the more unstoppable you become. Listen carefully, because this is the moment where most people stay stuck their whole life. Most people are controlled by what other people think. They are slaves to opinions, afraid of judgment, scared of criticism. They spend their energy worrying about what their family thinks, what their friends think, what strangers online think. And while they are busy worrying, life is moving forward without them. They are letting their potential sit there untouched, their dreams sit there unfulfilled. And all of this because they gave someone else the power to decide how they should live their life. Here's the hard truth. People are always going to judge you. They are always going to talk. They are always going to doubt you and criticize you and tell you that your dreams are impossible. And if you let that control your life, you will never take risks. You will never pursue greatness, and you will never become the person you were meant to be. But here's the thing. Once you stop giving a fuck about what others think, the game changes completely. Suddenly, you are free. Suddenly, your energy is yours. Suddenly, your focus is unstoppable. Suddenly, you can live life on your own terms and chase your dreams without hesitation. Think about this. How much time have you wasted trying to please others? How many opportunities have you missed because you were afraid of judgment? How many times have you said no to your own goals because you cared too much about what someone else thought? That is the price of caring about opinions. That is the cost of seeking validation. And the moment you realize that no one's opinion can define your worth, no one's approval is required for your dreams, your life begins to shift. That is where freedom starts. That is where real power begins. Stop letting fear of criticism control your actions. Stop shrinking yourself so other people feel comfortable. Stop waiting for permission to live your life. Stop comparing yourself to everyone else and measuring yourself by their standards. The only approval you need is your own. The only judgment that matters is your own. And the second you accept that, your energy changes, your mindset changes, and your actions change. You start moving forward with a force that cannot be stopped. Most people will never understand this because they are afraid. They are afraid to stand out. They are afraid to be different. They are afraid to live boldly. And because of that fear, they stay small. They stay average. They settle for less than they deserve. But you have to be willing to break free from that fear. You have to be willing to walk your own path, to do what others won't do, to take the risk others are too scared to take. Because the moment you stop giving FSCK, you start creating a life that others only dream about. Here's another truth. The world does not care about your excuses. The world does not pause for your fear. The world does not wait for your permission to succeed. Life moves forward every second, whether you act or not. Every moment you hesitate because of fear of judgment is a moment your dreams are moving farther away. But when you refuse to care about what others think, when you stop letting judgment hold you back, you step into your power. You make decisions boldly. You take action fearlessly, and you start achieving results that no one saw coming. Stop giving your energy to people who don't matter. Stop shrinking because of what they might say. Stop letting the opinions of the uninformed dictate your life. Your energy is precious. Your focus is powerful. Your life is short. And if you keep giving your energy away, you will never build the life you are capable of. But the moment you take that power back, the moment you stop caring about judgment, the moment you stop giving us, that is when transformation begins. That is when you start living boldly. That is when you start living free. That is when you start building your dreams without fear or hesitation. Most people will doubt you. Most people will talk. Most people will try to discourage you. That's fine. Their opinion only has power if you let it. And when you refuse to let it, when you move forward despite it, when you act boldly regardless of criticism, that is when true freedom and power emerge. That is when you start building the life that only you can create. That is when you become unstoppable. That is when you finally start living life on your own terms, unshakable and unafraid. The moment you stop giving effect about what others think, your focus sharpens, your energy multiplies, your confidence rises. Your action becomes relentless. Your results become undeniable. And the life you've always dreamed about, the life you deserve, starts to unfold before your eyes. You finally own your destiny because you refuse to let opinions define your worth. You refuse to let judgment control your choices. You refuse to stay small for anyone else. And that is the ultimate power, the ultimate freedom, and the ultimate key to living a life that most people will never even imagine. Listen to me right now, because this is the part where most people quit listening. And this is exactly where your life can change forever. You spent too long worrying about what others think. You spent too long staying comfortable. You spent too long hiding your greatness because of fear, doubt, or judgment. You've allowed hesitation to steal your energy, steal your time, and steal your dreams. But here's the truth. Life is not waiting for you. Your opportunity is not paused. Your destiny is not going to knock politely on your door. It's waiting for one thing: action. This is the moment to stop apologizing for who you are, for what you want, for the fire inside of you. This is the moment to stop giving power to fear, to criticism, to people who don't believe in you. This is the moment to embrace discomfort, to embrace struggle, to embrace every challenge as a stepping stone, because growth is born in pain. Greatness is born in struggle, and freedom is born when you finally stop giving a feek about everyone else. Think about every second you've wasted waiting for permission, for approval, for others to validate your dreams. Those seconds are gone, never to return. But the power to change your life, that is still in your hands. Every step you take from now on, every decision, every action, every choice to move forward, no matter how hard it is, that is the moment you claim what's yours. That is the moment you start living a life no one can take from you, a life that reflects your vision, your purpose, your fire. Stop letting people's doubts, people's opinions, and people's judgments control your life. Stop shrinking yourself to make them comfortable. Stop waiting for their approval, because the only approval that matters is your own. The only judgment that matters is your courage, your focus, your consistency. The only measure of your life is the action you take today, right now, toward becoming the person you were born to be. You've been given one life, one chance, one opportunity to live boldly. And the truth is, it's not going to be easy. It's not going to be fair. The world will test you, challenge you, push you down. But the people who rise, the people who dominate, the people who create legacies, they are the ones who refuse to be controlled by fear, who refuse to shrink because of judgment, who refuse to quit when discomfort shows up. That can be you. That must be you. And it all starts with a decision, the decision to stop caring what others think, the decision to embrace struggle, the decision to act with unstoppable energy, the decision to finally own your life. Everything you've been waiting for is on the other side of fear. Everything you've been dreaming of is on the other side of discomfort. Everything you've been wishing for is on the other side of hesitation. And the only thing standing between you and that life is the choice to step forward, to rise up, to fight through, to be relentless, to be bold, to be unapologetic about your greatness. So right now, I want you to make a promise to yourself. No more waiting, no more shrinking, no more giving your energy away to the wrong people. From this moment forward, you are taking control. You are living for yourself. You are chasing your dreams. You are embracing struggle. You are unstoppable. You are free. And when you do that, when you truly commit to your power, your vision, your life, nothing, absolutely nothing can stop you. This is your life. This is your moment. This is your power. Step into it, claim it, and never let it go.